Yo guys, what's going on? Today I just wanted to bring you my 5 NHL defensemen that will get a boost in NHL 17 based on my predictions. Just so you guys know, I will be including a couple of the Norris Trophy nominees, but I won't be including all 3 just because I feel like that's obvious. And I'll talk about that a little later. Also, Shane the Ghost Gostisbehere will not be on this video because he's on my prior rookie video.
Would you get me the hell out of here, please?
Just remember, guys, this is not a top 5 list. It's just 5 players who will likely get a boost in NHL 17. With that being said, though, if you guys think of a defenseman who deserves a mention, go ahead and drop him down in the comments below so we all can read about it. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's go. Brent Burns. Brent, Burnsy, Wookie, whatever you want to call him. Brent Burns was nominated for the Norris Trophy this year because he had an incredible year with 75 points in 82 games, which made him second in points for defenseman just behind Erik Carlsson. But Burnsy didn't stop there. When the San Jose Sharks made the playoffs, he scored 24 points in 24 games, which is a point per game player there in the playoffs. But not much else needs to be said when you compare his stats this year to last year's. He played the same amount of games as last year, which should be said is 82 games. He played the entire season, and he actually scored 15 more points. And in my opinion, Brent Burns was already one of the more underrated players in NHL 16 at an 87 overall. Let me know if you guys think he was too this year, but anyways, my prediction on Brent Burns would be that he's going to get a bump of about 2 to 3 points, bringing him up to about an 89 to a 90 overall. Erik Carlsson. Erik Carlsson has already won the Norris 2 times in his career, and he was actually nominated again this year to win the Norris, but he actually lost to Drew Dowdy of the Los Angeles Kings. Carlsson's defensive partner Mark Methot has since come out publicly and said that Carlsson may not have had a fair representation, mainly because the Sens didn't make the playoffs. And to be honest, Methot has a point here because ever since the Norris Trophy's inception in 1954, every winner has been on a team that qualified for the playoffs. Regardless, Carlsson had an incredible season when he became only the 4th defenseman in history to rank in the top 5 for point scorers in a season, following the likes of Bobby Orr, Paul Coffey, and Dennis Potvin. To my knowledge, there is no defenseman over 90 in Hockey Ultimate Team, so is it possible for EA to even bring him over 90? I think that they should. I think they should bring Carlsson up to a 91, even though it's never happened before, because you have forwards who have 91s, and especially the fact that Carlsson's on the Sens and he's generating a huge part of that team's offense. He specifically deserves a 91 in my opinion. Oliver Ekman Larsen. There's no doubt, at least in my mind, that Oliver Ekman Larsen doesn't receive the same kind of recognition that other elite defensemen in the league do. And honestly, it's probably because he's a more soft-spoken guy than a lot of the other defensemen in the league.
Best player on the team.
Yeah, I'm the fucking all-star.
And you know, this is something I've noticed too, being a fan of a smaller franchise, the Columbus Blue Jackets. I'm starting to feel like there's some sort of conspiracy out here, you know. The league doesn't really want to support the smaller teams, and you know, it's really not fair at all for any of us, and it's just really frustrating.
Ha! Gay!
So Oliver Ekman Larsen tallied 55 points in 75 games at an average of .75 points per game, which was way better than last season because last season he tallied right around half a point per game, so he increased his game a ton for the the Arizona Coyotes. And there are numerous people on record from his team saying he's the most valuable player on his team. He actually also won the team MVP award. With all this being said, Oliver Ekman Larsen was a 88 overall in NHL 16. And because of this stupendous performance, I just said stupendous. Because of his incredible performance, I rate him to get about an 89 overall in NHL 17, bringing him up about 1 point. Kolten Perico. So Colton Perico is a guy I was thinking about putting on my rookie video, but there just wasn't enough room. But he did have a great season. He had 33 points in 79 games and helped provide even more depth to the St. Louis Blues defense. Not too bad for a 3rd round draft pick. Perico is rated an 81 overall in NHL 16, and because of the reasons mentioned prior, I do predict that he's going to get about a 3-point bump, bring him up to an 84 overall. Kris Letang. Anyone who avidly plays Hut knows that Kris Letang received the 95 overall Team of the Year card, which pretty much solidifies the point I'm making. But there's more to the surface than just that. He played in 71 games for the Pens this year and was so close to being a point per game player. While last year Letang played 69 games
Number 69, it's hilarious!
and had 54 points. But in all seriousness, Letang did improve from last season and was able to generate 15 points for the Pens in the playoffs, and for that reason and the other reasons, I have Letang going up by either 1 to 2 points, bringing him to an 88 to an 89 overall. Let me know what you guys thought of my predictions down in the comments below.
You were probably beat up in the bus stop most of the time.
And I'm also sorry I did not include Drew Dowdy. I figured it would just basically be a copy and paste from what I said about Erik Carlsson. If I were to give you my prediction, it would be probably about the same as Carlsson, a 91 overall. But other than that, guys, if you enjoyed the video and you liked it a lot, show some love and drop a like or subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, boys, I will see you later.
City. You know that?
Will you let these other guys just go stand somewhere else, would you please?
No, I won't.
He pisses me off.